Now, all of us are seeking to have a lawful relationship with the presence of God. We know that God is love and that God is law. God is the same yesterday, today, and forever, a total love presence, always giving of itself. Yet, it does not act capriciously. It acts lawfully. So we are here to establish a lawful relationship with the presence of God. So out of our mouth comes our blessings or our curse. And so we never want to say what we don't want to experience. We don't want to say what we don't want to experience. That means demeaning other people. That means judging. That means gossiping. Whatever it is that you don't want to experience, don't say it. You see? Don't allow it to come out of your mouth. Because whatever it is that you're saying out of your mouth, you're lawfully telling the universe, I want to experience that. I want to see what that feels like. Bring it on, you see? And so all you have to do to have a lawful relationship with the presence of God is to watch what comes out of your mouth. Remember what Jesus the Christ said when he said it's not just what goes in your mouth that defiles, but what comes out of your mouth. And so right when you're about to say something, notice, do I want to experience this? Do I want to have a direct experience of this? Then let me shut up. Let me not say it, you see? So that ultimately what I am saying is uplifting, it's encouraging, it's creative, it's inspiring, it's visionary in such a way so that I get to say what I want to experience. And then by law, the law matches what I am saying, the feeling intensity behind what I'm saying, the feeling tone of what I am saying. And lo and behold, out of nothing whatsoever, it clothes itself in a way that allows your words to be visible. People can actually see your prayer by the manifestation of what's happening in your life experience. If you want the beauty and the love, the joy, the harmony, the inspiration, all of that, let that flow out of your mouth with ease and grace. Let affirmation, declaration, proclamation begin to flow through you, or keep your mouth shut until you can give vent to something beautiful. Are you catching what I'm saying here? And then you become aware of this. You are not held accountable at all about what other people say or think about you. You're only held accountable about what you think or say about other people. That is a karmic law. You're not held karmically about what other people are saying about you. Oftentimes, your mind gets caught up in a conundrum about what others are thinking about you. What others are thinking about you is none of your business. You are not karmically held accountable for that at all. You're only karmically held accountable for what you are thinking or saying about other people. That is what the law matches. People can stand around you all day and talk about you. It doesn't mean anything to you karmically. But what you say, it kind of does. You see? And so we're talking about expanding our capacity. We're going to get to that in a moment. And then thirdly, you want to be aware that your one day of celebration of the presence of God on a Sunday does not make your personal law. Your personal law begins Monday through Saturday. That's where your law comes into being. Everyone has a personal law. Everyone has a personal set of beliefs, perceptions, positionalities, points of view, opinions. And so you may come into the sacred community on a Sunday and hear Angel Travis sing. Do the affirmations, the proclamations, study, hug each other, get a good book that you may not read. It may sit on your shelf for months and gather dust. But you may come on a Sunday and feel absolutely connected, but your personal law begins Monday, baby. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's when you begin to open yourself up, to allow for yourself to have that lawful relationship with the power and the presence and the love of God, so that when you come here on a Sunday, you're a celebrant of the divine presence, and you're adding to the vibratory frequency that's being spread out all around the world through the live streamers. As a matter of fact, let's wave at them right now. Thousands of beings around the world. As many of you are here in the sanctuary and in the later service, there's thousands more out there participating in this dynamic relationship with the presence of God. I should say at one mint relationship means two, at one mint means one. Look at the person next to you and say, that's pretty deep. I'm going to have to hold on to that one. And so we're here to expand our capacity, not shrink our life. Recently, I flew to Houston, Texas to be with my friend Rick Smith, whose wife recently passed over. He's now suddenly a single father, raising 3 children on his own. His wife passed over. I thought I needed to go visit with him and hang out with him for a few days. And he came to a realization while he was in the shower. He realized that as he was taking care of his wife during the time of her illness, taking care of his 3 children during the time that she was getting ready to make her transition, there was a part of his mind thinking that at some point there's going to be a reprieve from all of this. The movement, she made her transition, and he had the realization that there was not ever going to be a reprieve. That for the rest of his life, he was going to be taking care of his children. He was going to be doing what he had to do to make sure that they were taken care of, that they were embraced in love, that their life would be wonderful and beautiful. And in that moment of understanding that there would not be a reprieve, he also became aware that the life he had lived prior to his wife becoming ill, he was the general manager of the Houston Texans. He had a spiritual practice. He was introduced to Agape by his wife. He was introduced to his Kung Fu master by his wife. He realized that he had been prepared in an expanded way to do the life that he was being called to do. That his crisis management vibration of running the Houston Texans, that his spiritual practice of practicing these spiritual principles, that he did not want a reprieve from life. He did not want to shrink his life. He did not want to shrink life. He didn't want to stop life from happening. He wanted to continue to expand to handle what life has to bring in a very powerful and elegant way. So today, we're saying to ourselves, we want to expand our capacity. We don't want to shrink our life. Life is intense, and if you can expand during intensity, you'll be available for immensity, the immensity of life.